What is actually happening in the T20 World Cup? Not just Bangladesh, but there is speculation that Pakistan can also leave the entire World Cup. But first, let's focus what really happened with Bangladesh. Did ICCI and BCCI have not really put up efforts to keep Bangladesh? Did Bangladesh went through a discrimination? Did Bangladesh not know that this would happen if they will come up with all those attitude they were throwing up? Let's just clear out in this entire video. So basically, what happened was there was this T20 World Cup announcement, which was happening in India. Now, seeing the whole conflict between India and Bangladesh, Bangladesh decided that our players won't go to India and play because there are security threats and all of that. But actually, after killing all the Hindus out, most of the Hindus in Bangladesh, now Bangladesh fears that their Bangladeshi Muslim players would be, really threatened out here. So that is why they said we have national security threat and we won't send our players to India. Then they convinced ICCI that you should actually change our venue. We won't have the match entirely in India. Now, ICCI came up with this conclusion. They went and then they talked to BCB, Bangladesh Cricket Board. They said that you need to understand this one thing. We cannot put up this much effort. We cannot keep changing it. You need to understand this one thing. You have to cooperate with this entire matter. You have to come here. We can come up with this one thing where, whenever your matches are there, you can come, then you can leave. Such kind of conclusions have been given by ICCI, but ICCI was so ardent of the fact that they wanted to have and conduct the match in India, because you see, one match conducts a lot of money. This entire program has a lot of money. You cannot really keep wasting it. Although ICCI did it for Pakistan, but there were many more players who were not really feeling secure enough to come up with the World Cup which was happening in Pakistan, and that is why for India the venue was changed to Dubai. And also, India is among the safest place right now, but Pakistan wasn't. Most of the terrorism comes from there, so that is why a lot of countries were obligating into it. But in this entire matter, where Bangladesh wanted to come up with another menu, out of 16 votes, 14 votes were against them and only 2 voted for the motion. And that is why ICCI and BCCI collaboratively decided that this thing wouldn't take place. Bangladesh has to cooperate, and if they are not cooperating, then they have to actually shut it down, or they have to come up with another decision. And that is what Bangladesh Cricket Board did. They said that we are not going to play the entire match. They came up with their whole self-respect and attitude and pseudoism, if I be in very generic manner coming up to you, and that is what they did. Now, when they did it, then we saw that PCB chief Mosim came up with a statement and said that you're doing wrong with Bangladesh and all of that and all bullshit. Because of that, came with a statement that it is the injustice which is happening with Bangladesh and Pakistan is against it. We have been seeing this one thing, that Mohammed Yunus have created a good bond with Pakistan. They're out there, Shehbaz Sharif and Yunus have been become very good friend. And not just that, during the war between India and Bangladesh, where there was speculation that some army activity could take place and everything was on red alert, at that point of time we also saw a meeting which was happening between Pakistan and Bangladesh. So they have been partying up a lot. They have been coming together a lot against India for a very long time, and that is why out here also Pakistan have been taking stand against it. And not just that, after listening to all of this, that Bangladesh is out of the T20 World Cup, former cricketer Shahid Afridi also gave some really bold and what should I say, bad statements about India and injustices and supremacy of BCCI. BCCI is supreme. There is no wonder, because India invests a lot of money in this entire cricket game. The kind of money which BCCI gets, it's because of the followership and sponsorship which Indian audiences give to them. The kind of traction which cricket gets from India is nowhere else in the similar manner. And ICCI gets a lot of profit from India, and that is why BCCI is one of the world's largest cricket organization. And most of the time they have been asked in almost all the decisions out there. So this is what is happening. The whole controversy started when there was IPL happening. IPL auction happening actually, and that point of time, Shah Rukh Khan bought a Bangladeshi player. So the fans got really terrified of the fact that, and also very much angry of the fact that why Shah Rukh Khan is buying them. They're coming from Bangladesh and all of that. But Bangladeshi players were in the bid. So basically, it is never India who stops players from coming and coming to play. What is a different thing? But they did not stop players, from accessing their entire thing. And now that Bangladesh has taken this entire decision, Scotland has replaced Bangladesh into the entire thing. And not just that, Scotland have been asked, they have given the mail, and they have said yes, we'll be part of this T20 World Cup. And on the other hand, we're also seeing this one thing, that how Bangladesh would be, in the economic crisis because of this T20 miss out. Yes. So basically, ICCI, before playing this entire match, they give a lot of amount to the country so that their players could get equipped and all of that. So now that people get money out of it, people also find commission and all of that into this entire matter. They earn really well out of this entire series. And not just that, their advertisement, sponsors, and so many new investments, tourism, and so many new things. So basically, if all of this is not going to be, enjoyed by Bangladesh this whole time, and if you really see, Bangladesh is not in a great position. Inflation out there is increasing, economy is crashing, and till date there have been no election, no government, nothing has been formed. Everywhere there's a thing of violence and interruptions, and all of them, the country is almost in the roaring position, and that is what is happening right now. So Bangladesh is not really in a good position to have an attitude which they were certainly putting up in front of India, and now we can see where they are leading. That's all for today. If you like such geopolitical scoop whoop, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe Global Shark. Thank you so much for watching us. This was Shivachitra Anshi signing off.